Welcome, guys. Hello. So
Righty.
great,
Hello.
so great to
Good to
see
see
you.
you.
Oh,
Great to see you. Great, Matthew Rose, my co-host here. Thank you for sitting next to me on this. And
absolutely.
of course, we're here talking to Tom and Jim, who are film historians and great actors and writers. And every time I'm around them, have the craziest stories. And so I just wanted to get some of these stories out away from a tour bus or a TV set and actually get them on to the internet world and share it for all the people out there who would be as shocked as we are every time that they open their mouths and say some of this stuff. So welcome, guys.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. Um,
Nice to
so
see you again.
Matthew, you had a question. I know that you want to ask them. Tom and Jim, in addition to all their professional work, have also toured the world and been in all these crazy circumstances around the world as well. And so, Matthew, we were talking, and you had something. So I'll let you take it.
Well, I think I know what you're talking about. Like one of my favorite stories that Tom talked about. We were driving by. We were just going from like one scene or set to another, and then Tom talked about like, oh, I slept in that jail one night. I think is this what you're talking about, Jeff?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was one of those lovely casual things that Tom said. She's like, wait, what? How did you do that? So, Tom, there was a time in life where you could stay overnight in a jail. Help me understand the story a little more.
Okay, well, the first time we ever did that, we were in Europe, and we had the U-Rail train, U-Rail ticket on the U-Rail train. The last month in Europe, we were basically spending the day wherever we got to, the night on the train, going somewhere else. And we went up beyond the Arctic Circle, way up into northern Norway. And according to the schedule, there was a train leaving that night. Well, we got there. We hung out in this town. I don't remember the name of the town, Narvik or something
I
like
have
that.
no idea.
And went to this little restaurant and we're eating there. And we were talking to people, and we said we don't really, the train. We found that the train's not going tonight, and we were going to be going on a train. We don't know where we're going to stay. And someone said, well, you could probably get under a table here in the restaurant and hide. But no, they said, well, you can go to the police station and ask there. So we went and knocked on the. I don't know. We probably just walked in the door,
Walked in, yeah.
and we told them the situation, and we were wondering if we had a place where we could stay tonight. And they said we could stay in the jail overnight, and they'll let us out in the morning.
It
But
was
make
locked.
sure
It was locked.
make sure that you let the next shift know that
We're
we're not really prisoners. So anyway, well, so we slept in the jail. I was invited to spend another night in jail once. I was run out of town in Caldwell, Idaho. It was July 1967. I was hitchhiking to Yellowstone with a friend, and it was a hot day in Caldwell, Idaho. Caldwell had a big banner across the street as you come in saying, "Welcome to Caldwell." But we were sitting in the park under a shade tree, and these two guys come up with.
Your hair was long.
Yeah, we had long hair. We're probably the only long hair in Idaho outside of the Indians that lived in Idaho at that time. And these two guys in suits walk up, flash open their badges, and they say, "We got a place for people like you. Hitchhiker, get out of town any way you can." So I'm not going to argue with them. I didn't want to really go to jail. So we walked across the street and stuck out our thumbs, and they drove up in their car, and they said, "All the way out." And then no African-American guy pulled up in an old truck and said, "I'll give you a ride out of town. This is a bad place." So anyway, that next evening, we were on another town close to the Idaho-Oregon border. We were heading home, and we had a little bit of money left in our pocket from when we started our hitchhiking trip. It was supposed to only go to Oregon, but we got there the first day, so we extended it. And we were eating food in a restaurant, minding our own business. And these two police come walking in, and they come up to us, of course, my friend and I, and they start asking us questions, and we tell them that we're hitchhiking through town and all that. And they said, "Well, I'll tell you what, you can either come down to the jail and we can let you sleep in the jail for the night, and the next day you got to go before the judge for vagrancy. They won't do anything to you. They'll just say you can leave. Said, or we can drive you out of town a few miles to a little spot where you can sleep. We'll take the last one because I don't want to go before a judge. And so they driving us out, and I asked one of the cops, I said, when you came walking in there, I said, did you just come by and happen to see us there and come approach us? He said, no, we were called. We don't have people like you guys in town with the long hair. So they ask us questions. Oh, what's it like in the Haight-Ashbury and all that? And what are the love-ins like? And it's different than what you think. It's not a big porn party. Love-ins are people just getting together, having music and stuff like that. It's not a big sex thing. And anyway, they drove us out of town and they brought us to this place and they said, okay, behave yourselves. We don't want to come all the way back out here for you. And so that was I could have stayed a night in jail there, but I didn't want to. And then I did it another time in Prince Edward Island. I purposely just got there at nighttime and I asked if I could sleep in the jail and they said, yeah. So that's my jail experiences I'll talk about tonight.
I like that. I like that little conclusion there. I wonder if you can stay in a jail now. Like, I wonder if that's an opportunity.
I don't
know. Back in these days, back in the 60s, in Idaho, we had those couple of not great experiences, but also people would open up and let us go sleep in their barn for the night and things like this. A lot of friendly people, and so these times have changed. These days, if you invite somebody to sleep in your barn, they might knock you off during the night and rob your place. Who knows? Times have changed.